posture is mainly about, sticking it to the enemy. It isn't about reaching people in the middle. It's about, uh, energizing Democrats to see the danger on the other side, which, of course, activist Democrats already do. And then Trump, of course, is the quintessential divisive candidate. I mean, politics for him is all about identifying an enemy and sticking it to the enemy. And he does, I don't think he even really cares all that much who. So what's happened is that we have a very, very different, angrier, more oppositional, anti-consensual style of politics. That I think is the profound change. And what I find so depressing about this forthcoming contest, if it happens, is that we just seem to be cementing this approach to politics into the country, and I think it's profoundly bad, profoundly dangerous to the country.
Clive, you said something that really struck a chord with me. Are we lazy? Are we just not politically motivated or civic-minded anymore? Are we just, I don't know, burned out, tired, sick of it, just lazy, just too preoccupied with whatever else?
Well, I do think that is an excellent point, because one of the things that I've been trying to argue in some recent columns I've written on American politics is that the blame for this mess we're in lies partly with people like me, as it were, the disgusted centrist. But I mean, that's the problem. But I mean, an awful lot of Americans, I think, are just disgusted with politics, and I would say they have every reason to be. And their response is, sadly, to switch off and just, say, I don't even want to talk about this stuff, just leave me alone. And the problem, of course, is that leaves field to the true believers on each side, the Trump fundamentalists and the progressive fundamentalists and the middle of the electorate, where common sense prevails and, where people are willing to strike compromises. Those people are sort of left out of the system. But to respond to your point, it is partly their fault. I mean, they've chosen to stand aside. And that's partly why I feel, I really have a longing for a sort of centrist, compromising leader who can channel this disgust with the extremes and appeal to the center, and it will re-engage the center. But when you look around, where are these politicians? There are some in the Republican Party, there are some in the Democratic Party, but they aren't speaking up very much, are they? I mean, they're completely sort of subdued and cowed by Trump on the one side and the progressive activists on the other. Biden's fallen in with those people, in my view. And so, the moderates in Congress are sort of, they aren't stepping forward to represent the middle of the country. That's what's missing.
So if they're not stepping forward, and you are making this point of, I would really like to see someone more centrist, it is possible that you're not in the minority, that you are not alone in this longing. What would it take